The lieutenants are a new type of soldier implemented by Gilliman into the Codex Astartes upon his return to the Imperium. Lieutenants act as the right hand of the captains in the battlefield, bolstering forces where the captain cannot be, or taking command of demi-companies to allow the captain to focus his attention elsewhere. Some chapters have assigned different names and roles to lieutenants. The Salamanders have their lieutenants act as bodyguards to the captain, whereas the Iron Hands have their lieutenants act as naysmiths to question the captain's plans for any failings due to human logic. Hello, and welcome to Tuesday Tactics, where we discuss tactics on a Tuesday. And today we are looking at a new option for Space Marines, the Lieutenants. Whilst this video will be primarily focusing on the Primaris Marines, some of the principles do apply to Standard Marines options. As per usual with the Primaris versus Space Marine debate, the Standard Marine option is more flexible and gains the jump pack assault rule if you decide to equip him with the jump pack, allowing him to deep strike onto the board 9 inches away from an enemy model. Whereas the Primaris Lieutenants instead gain an additional wound and attack. All lieutenants share a selection of special rules, the first being Initial No No Fear, shared by all Marines in the Codex. The second is the Tactical Precision rule, and this rule is the reason you take lieutenants in the first place. It allows you to re-roll to wound rolls of 1 for any friendly units within 6 inches, as long as they share the same chapter keyword. This does include the lieutenant himself. So for example, these two lieutenants would buff each other currently, not that you would do so, but as they share the Dusk Raiders chapter keyword. However, if this unpainted one had the Ultramarines chapter keyword, they would not buff each other, and likewise they would not buff squads with different chapter names. The final rule is the Company Heroes rules. As lieutenants can be bought in squads of 2, this rule allows you to deploy them out of coherency and just generally treat them as 2 separate single character units. This comes with all the benefits and disadvantages of characters as it comes. For example, they can no longer join units and they can be singled out, but they can't be targeted if they're not the closest enemy unit. Primaris Lieutenants have 3 loadouts. They can be equipped with a mastercrafted auto bolt rifle as standard for 74 points, and they can swap this auto bolt rifle for a power sword at no point increase. Or they can opt to instead upgrade to a mastercrafted stalker bolt rifle for an increase up to 75 points. The power sword takes advantage of the lieutenant's 2+ weapon skill, whereas the mastercrafted weapons are identical to the regular versions but have a damage value of 2, allowing you to put more wounds out with every successful hit. Using lieutenants on the tabletop is incredibly easy. Equip them with the same weapon as the squad you want to buff, and keep them just behind said units so your opponent cannot shoot at them. For example, an auto bolt rifle lieutenant is most at home with either an auto bolt rifle or a standard bolt rifle equipped intercessor squad. If he stood just behind them, he can still lend his shots out whilst being protected from shots coming towards them. Ideally, if you can, stack them up with a chapter master or a captain. For example, in the most recent game I played, I had a stalker bolt rifle equipped intercessor squad alongside a captain with a mastercrafted stalker bolt rifle and a lieutenant with a mastercrafted stalker bolt rifle. And this allowed this squad to reach across the table and reliably put damage out that ignored a good chunk of armour. The sword option, however, pairs very well with a captain to create a dynamic duo that cuts through close combat encounters, especially the Primaris captain. If you're not running a bodyguard unit alongside them, as I recommended during the captain tactics video, whether it's a unit of Inceptors to break up the squad, or now Reavers, you can run them ahead instead. The lieutenant also acts as a decent bodyguard for your captain, allowing shots to be directed at them, as with 5 wounds they're no slouch to put down. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to be notified of more content. And please share your own thoughts on how to use lieutenants in the comments below, or even if you disagree with me, or if you're American and don't like the fact I pronounce lieutenants as in the British way as opposed to lieutenants. But all in all, that has been That Welsh Nerd, and I will see you in the next one.